Alright everyone, so here's a quick walk around. We already did the wheels and tires off screen, but pretty much this is the walk around on how the paint looks. And we've polished this vehicle before, and pretty much it's here for its maintenance wash or quarterly maintenance. So we're going to do a quick decon wash. And also you can see the bird poop, slight water spots here and there is normal, and it still looks super glossy and shiny. And that's because we apply the Armour Detail Supply ceramic sealant on this. When we had it, he's been upkeeping it with ceramic gloss or whatever sealant he has on board. But here we're going to show you how we do the wash, clay, and decon process on this 2017 Toyota RAV4. As we move on to the wheels, here you see how dirty the wheels and tires are, and here I'm going to be using Jimbo's Pure Magic Cleaner for the rims, diluted 4:1, and also I'll be using tire cleaner from Armour Detail Supply, which is my favorite tire cleaner. I buy it in gallons and I just dilute it 3:1, and that's about it. It's pretty much just a one-hit type of clean, and it just makes everything so effortlessly. This combo has been pretty much my favorite for slightly neglected wheels, and it just makes everything look brand new in one single pretty much step. Here we're moving on to the wash process, and I'm using Labocosmetica diluted 1:15, which is Primus, as my first pre-foam, and it really helps tackle that dirt and grime, pretty much remove everything, 90% of the dirt and grime off the paint. And this vehicle does have a ceramic sealant protection as the last standing protection, and it just makes wiping off that bird poop and doing the whole pre-rinse a lot easier in the first step. Then I apply Purifica diluted 1:15 here before we do our contact wash, and this helps diminish these water spot minerals and stuff like that as well. And we are going to be applying solution finish again on the trim, which I've applied this before. I made a dedicated video about 4 months ago, and pretty much we're just going to make this look brand new again. I did tell the owner it was going to last a year, and this was super neglected, so it probably just absorbed more, and then after it fully cured, it just looked a little bit faded. It wasn't too much, but I did tell the owner it was going to be a year, and since we're doing a whole decon and deep clean type of wash, it just makes perfect sense just to apply solution finish right away, because it's just going to take us about an extra 10 minutes. Once the contact wash is completely done, we're going to move on to the decontamination step, and here I'm using the DIY Detail Clay Towel with Armour Detail Supply iron remover, and I just love this combo, especially with the iron remover from Armour Detail Supply, because it just smells like coconuts. It makes the whole decontamination process much more enjoyable. And also this vehicle does have, like I said, the last step protection was a ceramic sealant, and it sits outside 24/7. It pretty much has minimal contamination, and it just made this whole process a breeze. And I will show you how everything looks once we're done with the decontamination step. Alright everyone, and pretty much the wash process is done. You know, there are some little etchings and stuff. This paint was never perfect to begin with, and it's only protected with a ceramic sealant we use from Armour Detail Supply, but he's been maintaining it and using ceramic gloss as a topper like every other 2 washes or so. And that's the water beading properties. And he said he's been slightly neglecting it for like the past month or a month and a half, which you guys all saw, but it's pretty good beading properties, obviously on the lower ends, and there was pretty much no decontamination or a lot of contamination on the vehicle. Look, everything is nice, and what we're gonna use now is just ceramic gloss as a drying aid, and we're just gonna dry up the vehicle, and from there, that's it. And then we're going to apply a little bit more solution finish, because it looked like some of it has been wearing off and it's been kind of hot. But I don't know. We'll see how it looks when it's dried up. It still looks pretty good. It's just more of, you know, I did tell the customer it was going to last a year. So that's what I'm most likely going to do, my wife and I, which is probably going to take us like 10 minutes just to apply it on, because we don't really need to deep clean it, as we use Primus and Purifica just now, and now the plastics are deep cleaned. So let's get to the drying process. All right, I like to have 2 towels, and in here we are using ceramic gloss, and 1 towel is kind of like my squeegee, and the other towel is for my final buff, just to make sure I don't leave any streaks and we just apply it as such. I'm gonna do the whole hood and the side fender. Yeah, but you know, and that's it. The waffle weave towel from DIY doesn't really absorb that much, so that's my initial wipe. Look how soaked it already is. And then from here is just more of wiping and doing the final buff with the DIY drying blanket, which is still one of my favorite drying towels. And pretty quick and easy. Dry the vehicle and leaves a glossy finish, of course, and we added some protection. And from here, we're gonna do the rest of the vehicle and I'll show you the results. And that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty quick process. It only took us about 20 minutes to do the whole vehicle, step by step. All right, so this is how everything came out. Just looks amazing. We applied more solution finish on the trim, and it's definitely going to last at least, for sure, starting here for another 8 months. Especially now, it's not going to be summertime, it's going to be winter, and of course, you know, the sun really does eat into the plastic. And this was super hammered before, so in terms, it definitely needed at least 2 coats. I'm going to level off the excess in about 15-20 minutes. And yes, it has its little water spots and stuff, but that's just because of it sits outside 24/7, the vehicle. So I'll see you in the outro. All right, everyone, so hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and pretty much the car is well maintained. In terms of contamination on the paint, pretty much almost nothing. A little bit of slight sandpaper feel, but it was just easily, quickly removed right away. We used Labocosmetica Primus and Purifica. It does have its little water spots here and there, but that's just because the owner did say he has been neglecting it just for the past month. And this past month in New York, from what I know, it's been very, very hot and humid. I wasn't here. My family and I were on vacation, but all in all, that's about it. All the products should be down below in the description with their discount codes. Some of them don't have discount codes, like Solution Finish, which we use this to restore, again, the plastic trim. And these were super hammered. If you guys want to know how to restore your plastic trim, click the video down below in the description as well. I'll leave it linked. But all in all, this definitely needed 2 coats. And we're ready to level this off in about 15-20 minutes. And that's about it. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.